there, my friends. Eric Andreas, your guitar sage here for my most unpopular guitar video yet. Why is that? Well, because I'm going to cut straight to the chase. We're cutting all the crap out. I'm going to tell you why it is that you suck at guitar, okay? Now that I have your attention, okay, let's stop looking at ourselves as sucking at guitar, possibly, and let's look at ourselves as getting better at the guitar, okay? No one that I know who's playing guitar is as good as they want to be. I've never yet met, and I've met thousands of guitar players. I've taught hundreds of them one-on-one, millions of them online, and I've never yet had an email from somebody or met a guitar player who said, I am way beyond where I should be, and I've not had to practice much, or anything close to that. I've never even had a guitar player say, I'm definitely satisfied in my guitar playing skills. I'm going to stop right here. Why is that? Because there's always another something we want to learn. There's always something that we want to be better at. So the question is, are you exactly where you want to be with guitar playing? I can tell you for myself, I definitely am not where I want to be in guitar playing. I wish I was a lot better. I wish it was faster. I wish it was more diverse, the whole 9 yards. But now that we have that question answered, because I know you answered the same thing, if not, turn off the video and let's go watch some cats doing crazy things on YouTube. Otherwise, if you want to learn more about guitar and you want to get better at it, there's some things that you need to do. Obviously, you need to have a resource. You're watching me, maybe you know me, maybe this is the first time you've ever watched one of these videos from me. So if that's the truth, there's links below. You know where to find me, links below. Tons of stuff, great stuff, free ebooks, all that good stuff. If not, if you know me and you know what I provide, then you've got a resource. Whether it's me, whether it's Marty, whether it's Justin, whether it's whoever, there's a lot of great teachers out there. Make sure that you have some sort of resources. So that's number one. You need a place to learn. One-on-one teachers are great. Online's great. Books, just the whole 9 yards. And don't think that you can't learn from someone who is a lesser player than you, because there really is no such thing as lesser players per se. One guy may be younger, maybe a newer player, but doesn't mean that they can't teach you something, okay? I don't care how long you've been playing. I've been playing for 30-something years, and I have students coming in here within just a few years who I'm so impressed with the way that they learn. I feel like they learn quicker than me, and there's always something to learn from somebody else, okay? So number one, you gotta have some resources, all right? Whatever that may be for you. Number two, and this is the most important thing, it is how good of a player do you want to be? In this fast-paced, instant world that we live in, everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to be a rock star. Everybody wants to have a viral video. Everybody wants to be known as the it person and everything else. Why is that? Well, because we're living in an egoic-centric world. And we've always been in this, but today it's even more like that until things hopefully chill out. You know, everybody's driven by ego. And because of that, most people have a very unrealistic view as to how it is that they're going to get to their goals. Okay, what I mean by this is a lot of people think that because they have this gumption in them, this drive, this passion, oh, I'm gonna do it, no one's gonna stop me. Okay, I know this because every young person feels this. I was a young person at one point too, and I felt this, and everybody does. There's phases that you go through in life. And this is where the unpopular part of the video comes in. So, I'm not saying that that's not bad. I'm saying what you need to do is you need to take that energy and you need to work it into real things that you're doing that are going towards your goal every day. For instance, if you wanted to be a great blues guitar player, you need to get your hands on blues materials. And you need to wear that out every single day. Blues scale, blues chords, blues chord progressions. You need to be listening to great blues players. You need to have a great blues guitar amp and a great blues guitar and a great blues setup. And you need to think like a blues player. You know, what I'm saying is you need to be concentrated in whatever it is that you're doing and not spread out all over the place. Unless that is what you want to do. Part of my wheelhouse is I've always wanted to be good at doing several different things. So I didn't want to be the guy who was amazing at blues or just amazing at rock. There was a time in my life where I wanted that. But shortly after that, I realized that I like all these different genres of music. And even though I would love to be the best at each one of those, it's just not realistic unless I were to not spend time with my family, not spend time making videos, not spend time sleeping or eating or doing a lot of other things. Because guess what? There are people that are very, very dedicated in this world. And if you're not one of them, why spend all the energy and all the time with all these well wishes of being something fantastic? Okay? This is where you're going to hate me. So, rubber meets the road here. You want to become this amazing player, you have to think like an amazing player. If you want to be a perfectly average player, then practice a little bit. You know, practice average time. If you want to be a pretty good player, then practice pretty good amount, you know. What does that mean? I don't know. An hour a day would be pretty good, I'd say. If you want to be an absolutely fantastic player, if you want to blow everybody away, go on American Idol or whatever, you know, award show, and you just want to absolutely blow people away, then you need to be the guy or gal who's playing and practicing more than anybody else. Whether that's guitar, whether that's singing, whether that's construction or law or whatever it is that you want to do, you need to be in there studying, and you need to be so voracious about whatever it is that you're wanting to do. If you want to be a blues guitar player, you better be so voracious about it that any guitar player who's in blues, you should know about them. You should know how they phrase. You should know how they play. Otherwise, you can be in that mediocre level of guitar players, which we don't want to be, right? Okay. So, with all that to say, this is where you draw the line in the sand and you say, either I'm perfectly fine with being mediocre. I'm not going to keep thinking about this magnificent place that I could be as a guitar player, and I'm going to totally accept being mediocre. And I'm going to say, you know, I'm that guy. I'm that mediocre guy, and I'm okay with that. All right? Nothing wrong with doing that. It just is what it is. Thinking mediocre, and that's that, okay? If you're not that guy and you're like, my ego is big and I want to do great things and I want to be the best guitar player, then I challenge you to actually do that, because I can tell you that being the guy who thinks that way but then doesn't apply the knowledge, it's very, very, very painful, okay? If you're the guy who comes to the place where you say, I'm okay with being mediocre, and I'm just going to practice mediocre, and I'm going to play my songs, campfire songs, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And it's not very painful. It's fun, in fact, because you can play guitar and you can be enjoying what it is you're doing. If you're this guy and you've got a giant ego and you don't practice, that's very painful, because eventually all these dreams are going to go away and you're going to be this guy over here, but you're going to have wanted this, okay? So only thing I'm telling you is draw a line in the sand and say what it is that you want to do. And maybe that's only for a season. Maybe right now you don't have the time to be a great guitar player, to dig in the dirt and do all that stuff. Maybe it is that you do have the time. Maybe it's going to happen later on for you. But nonetheless, when that time comes, if that time should come, you're going to dig in and you're going to go after it more than anybody you've ever seen. So you're going to take the icons that were the best and you're going to play as much as them, if not more, if you want to be better than them. Okay? All right, there's my pep talk. It's not quite a pep talk. It's more like kick you straight in the arse to say, get off the pot, get on the pot, and do what it is that you need to do to become a great player. All right? Hey, anything that you want to do on the guitar, you can do. I promise you that. I'm living proof of that. I suck at the guitar. I suck at music. I've always never been very good at it, but I practice and I became better at it. And I would say that's true for everybody. The only difference is that when you see Eddie Van Halen as opposed to YourGuitarSage or some guy who's just started to play guitar, is you're seeing the guy who's practiced so much and been so persistent in his playing or her playing that they became that good. It's the only difference. Argue below if you want. Otherwise, practice your guitar and prove the other people wrong. Okay? Hey, I'm here for you. I'm here on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all those good places. So please, Let me know how I can help. I'm here for you. Unstoppable Guitar System is below. It's $1. You can't lose there. YourGuitarSage.com, there's a free ebook, all that good stuff. Please, be kind to one another. Spay and neuter your animals. I'll see you.